saadhak. We'll start with some pre-submitted questions. While we're going through those, please feel free to start using the Zoom hand raise function, and we will then call on you after the pre-submitted ones. Let us start with Xeta. You have the first question. This is from the VAL competitive community. With experience in the top level of both APAC and the Americas, how would you characterize the difference in scrim quality between regions? Is there a greater depth to be found in one region or another?
I think it's more like a difference between the regions, like play style, if I can say, because most of the NA teams, like they have like a strategy like centric team as well, but it's like more of a slow tempo like play style. So if I can say a comparison, Pacific is more like fast or like dynamic, and then it's more about the strategy. So yeah, that's the difference. So yeah, you just like from my experience, I can say that's the difference.
Thank you. Stax, this next one's coming to you. At Tokyo, DRX finished 7th, 8th, the team's worst placement at an international event. Given this performance, which many people attribute to DRX seemingly constant changing of the roster, has DRX been practicing and playing with a set 5 players? And this is from the VAL competitive community.
일단 뭐 그런 것도 있었지만 시행착오라고 생각을 하고요. 그래서 이제 일단 저희도 이제 말씀드릴 수는 없지만 잘 진행 중이긴 합니다.
For Masters, I think it's more of a testing period for us, and I can't tell you much about our starting 5, but you know, all is well. Everything's going pretty well.
Thank you. saadhak, this one's coming to you. This is from ESPN Esports Brazil. Loud went to Tokyo with a lot of community expectations behind them and ended up not performing the way everyone expected. Can you talk a little bit more about how the last few weeks have been to prepare for Champions?
Yeah, for sure. We've been preparing a lot here in Los Angeles, playing a lot, practicing a lot. That's pretty much it. We're just giving it our 100% for these champs.
Thank you. MrFaliN, this one's coming to you. This is from Ganesh at Strafe Esports. What was the focus of FUT's preparation during the 1-month-long gap between the tournaments?
Well, actually, we're not doing anything special. We're just trying to fix our, I don't know, some mistakes on the game, like at Tokyo on DRX matches, you know, we couldn't finish on the fracture map. So yeah, nothing special. We're just trying to fix our mistakes.
Thank you. Stax, we're coming next to you. This is from Sneh from Sportskita. Does playing against Loud add extra nerves for the team, knowing they knocked you out at 2 big tournaments in the last 2 head-to-heads?
집중 못했어요 때문에.
My bad.
Stax said he wasn't able to.
Okay.
일단 이제 또 첫 번째 경기에서 라우드를 상대하게 됐는데 좀 그동안 좀 큰 경기 중요한 순간에 라우드가 발목을 많이 잡았었잖아요. 그렇기 때문에 조금 더 긴장이 되거나 뭔가 좀 더 잘해야겠다는 그런 압박감이 있을까요?
아니 근데 사실 그냥 라우드가 잘한다라고 생각하기 때문에 저희가 미숙해서 졌다고 생각하고 딱히 그냥 모든 팀들과 같이 그냥 잘하는 팀으로 생각하고 그냥 임하고 있는 것 같아요. 뭐 그렇게 막 긴장되고 그런 거 없는 것 같아요.
No, I think we lost in those important moments because Loud is such a strong team and we don't really have added pressure because of that, because of the history. I just think they're a really strong team and we'll treat them as, you know, other strong teams as well.
Thank you. This one is going to MrFaliN. This is also from Sportskita. Do you think that the Turkish Valorant scene has developed in terms of strategy since the early days of the game when it was mainly dependent on raw firepower? If yes, what are some of the ways?
Well, I don't know about the other Turkish teams, but we're not playing like a Turkish team right now. But we just try to, I don't know, prove ourselves right now. Like 5 Turkish players can just qualify the every tournaments right now. We're just trying to improve this stuff right now. That's it.
Thank you. And this will be the last pre-submitted question. Xeta, this one's coming for you. What has been your team's main focus after Masters Tokyo coming into Champions 2023? And this is from Sportskita.
our main focus on by ourselves is like we just like trying to like refine our like composition like much better than the before. So that's the mainly we trying to focus on, and then we trying like having a like better performance compared to the last like series. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. We'll now go to the in-person questions. We'll start with Fomos from the Zoom room. Fomos, go ahead. We can't hear you right now.
Thank you.
Yep.
제 목소리 들리시나요?
네.
네, 감사합니다. 저는 지금 제타 선수하고 스택스 선수 두 분한테 모두 질문 드리겠습니다. 지금 현재 지금 팀이 어느 정도 컨디션까지 올라왔고 준비는 어느 정도 완성도가 됐다고 생각하시는지에서 듣고 싶고요. 조별 스테이지 통과를 모두 다 생각을 하고 계실 건데 예상 순위, 그다음에 토너먼트에 올라가서 만나고 싶은 팀 어디인지 좀 답변 부탁드리겠습니다.
일단은 저희 팀은 팀 완성도는 아마도 지금 한 70, 80%일 것 같고 대회를 하면서 아마 100% 만들 수 있을 것 같고요. 그리고 이제 조별은 저희가 라우드만 깎는다면은 1등으로 충분히 올라갈 수 있을 것 같고 올라가서는 뭔가 이지를 다시 만나보고 싶습니다.
저 같은 경우에는 이제 지난번 마스터즈 도쿄 때 이제 아쉬웠던 부분들을 저희가 이제 스스로 좀 많이 고쳐보려고 했었고, 이제 연습 때도 꽤나 많이 좀 잘 적용돼가지고 저희가 잘 준비했다고 생각하고요. 이번에는 아마 저희가 이제 플레이오프를 간다는 전제하에는 이번에는 좀 높은 곳에 대략적으로 이제 탑 4 정도는 이제 저희가 운도 잘 따라주고 한다면은 엄청 좋은 모습을 보여주면은 잘 될 수 있을 것 같고, 그리고 저희가 만나보고 싶은 상대는 푸나틱이고요. 푸나틱은 저희랑도 해본 적이 없고 이제 연습 때만 조금 많이 해봤는데 아마 지금 현재까지는 좀 가장 강한 팀이라는 이미지 때문에 좀 푸나틱이랑 해보고 싶습니다.
So the question was for both Zeta and Stax, and the question was, what can you tell us about the team's current form? How do you feel about the team's current form? And I think both of you are expecting to make it through the group stage. So what are your expectations for the champions? And also, who would you like to face during this tournament? And Stax's answer was, I think we're at 70 to 80% of our best form. But as we jump into the tournament and, brush off some rust, I think we can get to 100. And if we do beat Loud, then I think we can get the first seed and advance to the playoffs. And in playoffs, I would really like to face EG again. And Zeta's answer was, well, after Masters, we were able to pinpoint and fix the problems that we had. And I think we came in well prepared. Our practice went well. We implemented those changes and takeaways that we learned from Masters. And given that we do make it to the playoffs, I think we can definitely be up there with top 4. With a little bit of luck as well. And the team that I would like to face would be Fnatic, because I've never played against them in officials. So, but we did play them at practice. But it's just that Fnatic are considered one of the favorites in the tournament and as one of the strongest teams, the strongest team right now. So yeah, I would really like to play Fnatic.
Thank you. We'll go to Pedro Romero next from Blix.gg.
Yes, hello. My question goes to Zeta. Of course, given your history within this game, you head back to North America after playing within the region after a good while. And the same goes to basically the rest of your teammates, be it in Valorant and other games such as Overwatch. And so for you, how does it feel to get back to North America and returning to a familiar environment such as this? And also, do you feel like it gives an advantage to this team in particular because of the past familiarity within this region?
Yes, definitely. It's really good to be back in like NA once again, and then we have like a Saya player, like also Carpe has like experience with a lot of like NA players, I think, And then the Saya is already like played with a guard, and then me was on C9. So there's a familiar. It's so like a familiar to play in this like region like one more time. So I think we just like feels really great to just like play here once again, like me personally.
Thank you. We'll go next to Nicholas Rocha from Directo Bogotá.
Hi, everyone. This question is for saadhak. I'm going to speak in Spanish. Hola, Matías. ¿Cómo vas? Nicolás Rocha de Colombia. Mi pregunta tiene que ver con cómo hacemos para explicarle a la gente que la Champions es un torneo completamente diferente a lo que fue la temporada regular y a lo que fue la Masters de Tokio, y que ha hecho Loud para ofrecer una mejor versión en estas semanas.
Mira, creo que la mejor forma para explicarle a las personas que no siguen mucho es que tienen que entender que la Champions es el torneo más importante del año y que los otros torneos sirven mucho para agarrar experiencia, para entender cómo tu equipo performa en el stage, para entender cómo que el equipo va a funcionar estando en un palco internacional. Y básicamente eso, tienen que entender que nosotros ahora nos esforzamos igual que siempre, entrenamos muchísimo y que vamos a llegar a la mejor forma posible para la Champions.
Thank you. We'll go next to Yesh from Nerditude.
Hi, my question is for saadhak too. Hola saadhak, la última vez que se enfrentaron versus DRX, pues lograban eliminarlos en las semifinales del lock-in. ¿Crees que jugar de local influyó en el resultado? ¿Y crees que ahora fuera de casa serán capaces de obtener el mismo resultado que en el lock-in? Gracias.
Quizás jugar de local sí nos ayudó un poco, más que nada por las personas que estaban apoyándonos un montón, pero al mismo tiempo no mucho. Y ahora vamos a ver, porque ellos son un equipo muy fuerte. Creo que pasaron por una situación similar que nosotros pasamos en Japón. Pero sabemos que es un equipo muy fuerte, que se dedica muchísimo, que siempre vuelve con mucha más energía, mucha pasión. Y va a ser un juegazo. Eso sí, vamos a dar nuestro máximo y tengo seguridad que ellos también. Entonces va a ser un muy buen juego.
Thank you. We'll go next to Wesley Pereira from The Clutch.
Thank you. My question is for saadhak em português. Primeiramente, boa noite aí, Manito. Já faz tempo que a gente não se fala. A gente está vendo a Loud numa situação bem semelhante ao que foi em 2022, com aquela queda precoce em Copenhague, que depois resultou no título do Champions. O cenário é o mesmo, só que com o elenco rejuvenescido, mas com uma certa experiência. Você acredita que com todo esse processo que vocês tiveram ao longo dessa temporada e também com foco no desenvolvimento do Cauãzinho do Twist, você acredita que agora, para conseguir buscar o bicampeonato, a Loud está no melhor momento?
Cara, eu acho que realmente a gente teve bom descanso depois do Japão. Acho que todo mundo recarregou muitas energias. E acho que sim, posso falar com certeza que estamos no nosso melhor momento. Mas ao mesmo tempo, né? Ninguém sabe o futuro, ninguém sabe nada. O único que eu posso dar tranquilidade para o brasileirinho é que a gente treinou para caralho e vamos se esforçar e vamos, pelo menos, tentar ganhar um mapa, né? Que não aconteça como no Japão. Mas é isso aí, é isso aí.
Tá certo, obrigado.
Vamos junto.
Thank you. We will go next to Jin from Kwang Valorant.
Hello. I have a question for Stack from DRX. Will DRX supply everyone with loaded? If the team have studied loaded, which team would DRX really focus on to improve the play? In the past, DRX said that the team did not like the chamber meta, so now the chamber meta seem to be coming back. What did DRX prepare to deal with the Frank engine, especially for the first match when Loud loved to play chamber on by? And the last question I asking you, and what you going coming to the champion? Thank you.
Next answer. Yeah.
You want to repeat again or?
No.
Okay, okay.
스택스 선수에게 드리는 질문인데요. 일단 DRX의 로터스는 어느 정도 준비가 돼 있는지 그거랑 체인버 메타가 다시 돌아왔는데 좀 라우드 상대로 특히나 좀 바인드에서 체인버를 뭔가 어떻게 상대할지 아니면은 어떻게 쓸지에 대해서 궁금하다고 하고요. 또 챔피언스 각오 같은 거 들어보고 싶대요.
첫 번째 그거 뭐였죠?
로터스.
아, 저희가 이제 그 마스터즈 이후로, 아니, 퍼시픽 이후로 이제 저희가 로토스를 계속 준비를 했었고, 그만큼 저희도 지금 진짜로 자신 있는 맵이기도 하고, 그 정도 위치에 있는 것 같기도 하고요. 그리고 이제 번째가 바인드, 이제 라우드가 체인버를 하는 걸 봤고, 이제 체인버도 많이 스크림에서 보이기도 해서 조금 예전에 좀 많은 싫어했던 트라우마가 다시 떠오르긴 하는데, 그래도 저희가 이제 어느 정도 카운트도 있고 하긴 해서 별로 그렇게 신경 쓸 것 같지는 않고. 그리고 세 번째가 뭐였죠?
각오요.
각오요? 아, 각오는 이제 제가 작년 챔스에서 좀 좋은 성적을 보여줬다고 저는 생각을 해서 그만큼의 이제 다시 좋은 기억을 살려서 열심히 해보도록 하겠습니다.
Well, for your first question, after Pacific, DRX have been preparing Lotus a lot, so we're feeling pretty confident, and we feel pretty comfortable on that map. And also in terms of the chamber, especially on the bind, we know that Loud likes to play the chamber on that map, and we see a lot of chambers in scrims now, and it kind of brings trauma from back in the days in the past, but now we do have a counter to chamber comps, so I think we will be able to kind of counter that. And expectations for champions, I mean, last year in Istanbul, we had a good memory of placing third. So, I'm pretty sure that we're able to repeat that again and, walk away with the results that we are all satisfied with.
Okay, thank you so much. Stack.
Thank you.
you.
We'll go next to Muhammad Adian from VLR.
All right, thank you. This question is for Zeta. Zeta, one of the videos in the Valorant Pacific channel were you explaining a particular round on Lotus from a perspective of an IGL. Now, in T1's case, I think I've also heard about T1 calling both in Korean and English at the same time. Is that applicable up until now? And are you the only main caller within the team, or is there any secondary caller, especially during early rounds and mid rounds of a particular set play? Thank you.
Our team is we both speak Korean and English at the same time, but I don't know why we just speak both languages, because when we can say just one languages. But because of we are just having a call out in English, so that's why I assuming people just speaking English sometime. Yeah, but I mean about the calling wise, even though I'm just a main IGL, I don't think our calling system is more dedicated IGL player calling everything. So we just having a second caller, a lot of Saya can speak a call, or just Munchkin can a lot of calling as well. He has a call. So yeah, our secondary caller just most of the time is not decided. So it's just everyone can make a call, but I'm usually making a very start call. So yeah, we just calling like that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We'll next go to Raquel Ferreira.
Hi, eu vou falar em português, que é para o saadhak. Raquel Ferreira aqui do Mais Esportes. Vocês estão no grupo D com 2 times, né, do EMEA que vocês nunca enfrentaram, e com a da RX que vocês venceram todas as 2 vezes que vocês jogaram. O que você espera desse grupo com esses times que vocês não jogaram assim muitas vezes?
Então, eu simplesmente quero passar do grupo, né? Esse é o meu foco. Esse é o foco do time. Mas também vai ser uma experiência muito legal, porque a gente vai jogar contra mais times de meia. A gente, como você falou, não jogamos nem contra Navi nem contra Liquid. Mas ao mesmo tempo, né? Primeiro é 10x e depois vemos o resto. 100% vamos jogar contra um deles, então vai ser legal. E é isso. Vamos nos divertir e dar nosso máximo.
Obrigada.
Thank you. And this will be our second to last question. We'll go to Juan Pablo from Pregunta Esports. Juan, if you can unmute your mic from Pregunta. Go ahead. Juan, we'll try and come back to you. So I'm going to mute you for a second. Bo, we'll go to you next.
Hi, this question is for MrFaliN. You and Foot are the first Turkish team to make it for champions. Did you expect to get this far at the beginning of the year?
Well, after looking, probably no, but after while we are playing on EMEA League, while we get the players, of course we know that because at the Masters, we just know ourselves we can make it out of playoffs right now, get out of the group, but something happened on group stage, so we failed off, but yeah, we know that before the, I don't know, maybe EMEA League, yeah, but not looking.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Juan Pablo, we'll try you one more time. Is your mic working now from Pregunta Esports? Hello? I see you getting unmuted, but I can't, we're still not hearing you. We're going to go to somebody else. Let us go to Gabriel Oliveira.
Hi, thank you. I will address my question to saadhak in Portuguese. Saadhak, boa tarde, Gabriel, do GE. Eu queria saber como que o noticiário sobre o clima na Loud, né, e a possível saída do Aspas afetou a preparação de vocês aí tão perto do Champions, e queria saber se vocês estão encarando este campeonato como o último desse elenco. Obrigado.
Olha, primeiramente, né, o futuro é com Deus. Primeiramente, essa vai ser minha resposta para esse tipo de perguntas. E segundamente, eu acho que já deixamos isso bastante claro, bem claro. A gente tem nossa bolha, a gente treina, a gente se diverte, a gente se respeita um ao outro e não deixamos que essas coisas atinjam o nosso time. Estamos com um trabalho psicológico muito grande e sabemos que coisas de fora vão se filtrar, né? Mas por isso estamos com um psicólogo o tempo todo para que a gente consiga lidar com essas situações chatas. E como falei antes, o futuro com Deus, a gente agora está vivendo o presente.
Thank you so much. This will conclude this press conference. To the players, thank you so much for participating, and we'll be right back with the 5th press conference.